It's that time again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday Night Preflight, episode 83. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on Wednesday Night Preflight. As part of the usual, I am Cobble S. Cobble. Greetings and salutations from the historic Pontiac Silverdome. Yes, we are open air here. We got a whole lot of shit to get through and not a lot of time to do it. Lots of shit happened last week, and we'll see the fallout from that this week, and we'll see where it goes from there. Because we've also been, for our main event this evening, is going to have Damian Grayson taking on Adina. DJ Adina of the Seven Deadly Spins. Not much is known about Damian except for the little records we have of him as FTW, where he went undefeated and via submissions and breaking people's legs. Not injuries, but very well rapidly. But our first match to start us off this evening is going to be the return match between Marcus the Sorcerer, the Master Mage, against Rico Rain. You've seen last week, Marcus absolutely devastated Rico. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to bounce back from this week. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have things, but his opponent for this evening is Rico Rain. Rico Rain's going to look to try and get back at it this week after being pretty much humiliated last week. Didn't even get a pinfall of his own. He pretty much got taken to school by Marcus, even though Rico had the advantage the entire night. But yeah, besides that main event we have this evening, we have several other matches as well. Like our other one, we have Shane Sharp versus Nathan Whiteside in a submission match. That'll be one to see, because we saw these two, they wanted to freaking hurt each other last week. So we can't wait for that match this evening. But we're going to get started here right out the gate. And see if Rico Rain's able to get some back from Marcus. Here we go. And Marcus opens up with a jumping DDT right out the gate, a running DDT right out the gate. Rico throws Marcus in the ropes, rebound, pretty much hip toss. Rico starting to get physical away, and Marcus is already didn't feel that very well, so he's going, apparently he's trying to moonwalk too. But Rico's going to punch him in the face on the outside. Rico goes to the headlock on the outside, and Rico throws Marcus into the announce table, and Rico going to try and end this one quick. Rico hits the big elbow drop through the announce table right out the gate. We're not even 30 seconds into the match, ladies and gentlemen, and our announce table's already destroyed. But hey, what happens? Shit happens. And Rico just fucking going off on Marcus right now. You can see that ill will Rico has towards Marcus right now. Marcus has no idea where the hell he's at, and Marcus is going to counter it with the face buster. Marcus, right hand to the face. Rico throws Marcus into the steps and careens him right through them. Marcus at a 6 count on the outside. Marcus gets back up, answers the 7 count. Rico goes to the headlock. And Rico, big vertical suplex right into the pin. 1. And Marcus kicks out at 1. Rico kicks to the midsection. And he'll go for that neck breaker on the outside, trying to set up that Caribbean splash. And Rico hits the sling. Now, how you doing? Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Rico steals one with the how you doing. Rico, and setting his dominance against Marcus, taking back what Marcus took from him earlier last week. That through the announce table probably did in Marcus, would be my best guess. But Rico's going to take this victory. Yes, weird lady in the front row. Rico's going to take this and savor this moment. But apparently our camera is going to go to the back of the building now, and Marcus and Reno are still in the arena. Marcus gets back up, starts yelling at the ref as our cameras are heading to the back. And from what I'm seeing, they're just jaw-jacking each other right now. Yapping, squapping, saying that wasn't ready, this and that. Just the ref's trying to deal with Marcus. And Rico's all over and having a talk fight right now. So we'll get back to that as soon as we see what the hell's going on in the back that had to draw all of our attention. Oh, fuck. Who we got this week? Rolling up. Oh, it's Aiden Foster. Oh, this must be Aiden Foster. Looks like you're ready because they have a tag match this evening. And oh, you have the newcomer, Beth Myers, and Big Hoss. All getting ready because they all have a tag team match this evening. Just Hoss and Aiden versus the First Responders, as in Dr. Cox and Eric the Cobra Grunt. That'll be interesting, but our cameras are back to the front now to seeing Marcus and Rico still going at it. Marcus has walked up the ramp. Marcus turns around right when he's getting ready to go back in stage and is continually still yelling. He's too far away, so I can't read what he's saying right now, but he does not look very happy what's so bloody ever. From what I can read lip, he's dropping F-bombs like there's no tomorrow. And Rico's just like, please, bitch, please. I won, you lose. And oh, looks like Marcus struck a nerve there. Rico pretty much just grabbed that top rope and had that death stare at Marcus going, what did you say? Rico is not very happy right now. Marcus is there and Rico's pretty much there. Marcus telling him Jack and oh God, Rico's going to go chase him up the ramp. Ref's trying to get in the middle of it. So bad idea, let these two boys fight, is by my guess. Let these boys fight. And all security and the other ref comes out to play. And Rico had enough of it. Marcus punches Marcus right in the face. And Marcus jumps right back at Rico. This is not going to end. This will be very interesting next week, ladies and gentlemen, to see how they settle their differences, because they are not, and they're still trying to fight, even when security is there guarding them back and forth. Jesus Christ. Just violence between these two. And now we're here, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, Mr. Shane Sharp. This should be good. Welcome. Tonight, you set to face off with Nathan Whiteside in a submission match. Your thoughts? I only have one thing to say. That wrist rocket of Nathan's is quite a hold, but every one-trick pony needs their slick. Still an infernal talent. He needs to do more to make me tap. Thanks for your time. Back to ringside. Interesting. Shane pretty much calls Nathan an insufficient talent. His wrist lock is pretty much failure. and that he is an infernal talent. And Nathan, I believe, heard that, so it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. But our next matchup for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our tag match with Aiden Foster and Haas versus Dr. Cox and Eric the Cobra Grunt. And apparently the managers are coming down to the ring with them too. Oh, that explains Vanessa's quick interview right there, because she's the manager of the first responders. So, we'll see how this goes. Well, yeah, like I said, we're in the historic Pontiac Silverdome one last time this night, because it is said that they are going to begin demolition of the Superdome December 3rd. So Sunday, the Pontiac Silverdome will be no more. A lot of good memories here, a lot of shows that we've hosted here, but with where it ends creates new beginnings, and we'll have we're working on one of our other facilities in the area, and they're doing a holiday theme with all of the upcoming shows of the month of December. So that should be very interesting to see. And I've been told that there'll be lots of coloring, a lot of holiday cheer, and lots of blood. Red that looks like blood from confetti cannons. Confetti cannons. Sorry, I can't speak. But, like I said, our next matchup is going to be Haas and Aiden Foster versus Dr. Cox and Eric Cobra Grunt, with both their managers in play. So we'll see how they're able to handle this new team. And apparently our techs screwed up the names once again. Because or they're playing mind games with Eric Cobra Grunt to try and throw him off pace. We've seen this tactic used by Don and Vlad, our tag team champions. And then you see Beth Myers there in manager position. But this is going to be a very interesting, a lot rides on this. This tag match will see if Aiden and Haas can work as a cohesive unit and possibly try and get to a tag title opportunity down the road. But they have to pretty much be able to put their differences aside and work as a cohesive unit. And now we have Eric the Cobra Grunt and Dr. Cox coming out, and they're not in the very happiest of moods because, well, they just got their entrance stolen and there. So apparently they're going to steal somebody else's music as well. And yes, the techs are drunk. You dumb fucks! Because that has Nathan, but I guess our techs are kind of prerequisite because that match is up next after this tag team match. So Dr. Cox and Eric Cobra Grunt looks good. Let's see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how of a good of that a cohesive team that Aiden and Haas can work together, because Haas wants to get gold back and Aiden would like some around his waist. So here we go. Aiden and Dr. Cox are going to start off, and Dr. Cox dumps Aiden onto his back with that hip toss. Dr. Cox picks him up. Aiden's going to take that little momentary stall and drive his elbow right through the throat of Dr. Cox. Dr. Cox is going to try and fight his way out of it, create some distance, and Aiden's going to get right back on it with the headlock. And Dr. Cox powers out of it. And then punches Aiden right square in the face. Jesus Christ. And Vanessa gets clotheslined by accident as Dr. Cox gets tries to go for a clothesline. Vanessa gets in the way. and eats a clothesline from Aiden Foster. And now Aiden dumps Dr. Cox on his back. Aiden eats that. Aiden does a rebound, dumps Dr. Cox over the ropes. And Dr. Cox is going to counter it. And Dr. Cox is going to jump off the apron and slide back in. Won't take advantage of Aiden's stun there. Aiden going to the wrist lock. They're going to kick him right in that arm. Work that knee and bicep. And Aiden was going for a tag there, but Dr. Cox is going to hit the belly to back suplex.
These superstars looking for a victory.
Dr. Cox is a kick to the midsection and gets countered. Kick to the midsection and a single leg Boston Crab center of the ring. Dr. Cox fights his way out of it. Dr. Cox is going to jump in and bring in Eric the Cobra Grunt. And Aiden's going to bring in Haas. Eric didn't see the tag. He's trying to go after Aiden Foster, but now he sees it. Eric breaks up that hold. Haas goes to the wrist lock. A pullback sidewalk slam. Haas dropping Eric right on the back, and Haas, what's he got in mind here? Oh dear God, that's 300 some odd pounds. And Eric is going to try and spring up out of it. And Eric, it hit hard, kicks Eric and Aiden off there, ducks under the clothesline, and Eric the Cobra Grunt hits the running clothesline. Eric goes for the cover, and Haas kicks out. Eric kicks to the midsection. Haas is going to try and bring it, but Haas is going to counter it to the wrist lock of his own. He's going to pull back, sidewalk slam. But Eric felt that, another big body clashing down. He goes for the pin. Aiden goes to the block, but Vanessa gets up on there and blocks the ref. Phew. Haas gives him time, hits the bitch slap. Dr. Cox takes out Aiden. Vanessa's in the ring, distracting the referee. Eric goes for the cover. The ref's dealing with Vanessa. Haas is going to kick out. Eric goes to the headlock, elbow to Haas's face. Eric back to the headlock. Haas is going to counter it, go to the waist lock. Hits the Russian leg sweep. Aiden shouting words of encouragement at him, and Eric's going to hit a DDT. Haas looks not impressed. Eric looks hurt, but he just had 600 pounds drop on him in a couple minutes. He gets some tag team action here, and Eric's going to launch Dr. Cox. Hits the vaulting body slam, cross body. Haas goes to the headlock. And Haas hits a headbutt. Nobody wins in that. He's going for that Boston leg crap, but Vanessa's up on the apron again. Haas kicks up and hits a back body, pendulum backbreaker there on Dr. Cox. Cox is going to try and fight his way out of it, but he's into a big back body drop. Haas goes for the cover. Vanessa's out of play. 1, 2, 3. Haas is going to get the victory. Eric was going to try and come in for the save to block Aiden, but Eric, after taking that big body slams from Haas, does not be able to break up the counter. And Haas and Aiden get their first win as a tag team. Dr. Cox looks depressed and not in good mood. But Haas and Aiden, seeing this may work, will take the first victory. And as we go, Haas and Aiden are celebrating the ring with Beth, and then Vanessa gets back up in the apron again. Yaps at ref, and oh dear God, Vanessa just slapped Beth Myers. That's a bad idea. Aiden and Haas don't know what to do. They're looking at her, and now Vanessa is walking up the entrance ramp, and wait, she turns around. And now Haas and who else? And Dr. Cox is in the ring right now. as Vanessa is walking up the ramp, turns around and starts walking back down to the ring, barking at fucking Beth Miss Myers. And Vanessa still there, and oh dear God, this can't be good. Vanessa slaps her back, and oh dear God, here we go. The two managers are beating the hell out of each other. Those two are fighting, and the ref yells at them, if you guys issues, bring it into the ring. So we're having an impromptu match here, ladies and gentlemen, between Vanessa and Beth. So you'll have to hold that 1 second, hold the phone on that match between Shane Sharp and Nathan Whiteside. We have a females battle. So this should be very interesting. Vanessa not very happy that she just got pretty much slapped twice, and Beth has staring at her like a steak. So let's see how these two go at it, ladies and gentlemen. This will be pretty much Beth's debut match right here in the FSCW. Right here on Wednesday night. So that's a 2 out of 3 falls apparently, and Beth opens up a couple right hands. Vanessa goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Beth gets thrown into the corner. And big shoulder thrust there twice, right in the midsection of Beth. 3 of them drops Beth in the corner. Vanessa starts stomping on her, drives her thigh right into Beth's face. Vanessa goes to the headlock and does a pull back single arm spine buster. Jesus. Double axe handle. Beth makes a big another right hand right to the face. Beth goes to the waist lock, then hits the fall away slam. Beth goes to the headlock, bounces Vanessa's head right off her knee, and her knee's unprotected, and hits a DDT to adding insult to injury. Yeah, Beth doesn't wear knee pads, so Vanessa's face fell all of that kneecap. Beth dumps Vanessa into the corner. Big clothesline. Beth hits an elbow drop, but Vanessa ignores it. Vanessa throws Beth into the opposite corner. Big goes for that shoulder toss again, but Beth's going to telegraph that and cut her off at the pass. And then Vanessa's going to counter into Uranagi. Vanessa pushes back Beth. Vanessa goes to the wrist lock. And going to kick that bicep into elbow, working that left arm of Beth Myers. And hits a running elbow right to Vanessa's head. Beth hits improvise, it looks like a desperation drop kick. Looks like they didn't get all of it, but Vanessa's backing up, so she hits something. And Vanessa counters with the STO. Vanessa goes to the waist lock. Hits a backside suplex. Vanessa goes to the headlock. And Vanessa scoop slam. Vanessa body scissors elbow to the face. Vanessa all over Beth Myers right now. Vanessa goes to the wrist lock. Vanessa goes to her elbow right to the point of Beth's as Vanessa goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Beth gets thrown in the corner. Big shoulder thrust, but Vanessa gets telegraphed about that once again. And Beth follows up with her own shoulder thrust. Then Vanessa cuts her off at the pass. Is going counter for counter right now. Then Vanessa gets sidestepped. And what's Beth got in mind now? And oh dear God, who takes that unprotected knee right to the face of Vanessa. Jesus. Our technical lighting guys are screwed up now. Beth working that left leg of her, and Vanessa rakes the eyes. Big shoulder block. Vanessa hits the knee drop to the back of the head. Vanessa vicious, but Beth says enough of that shit. They both lock up. They stalemate that one. Beth ducks under, goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Sends Vanessa into the careening into the corner. Goes for the clothesline. Vanessa sidesteps. Vanessa ducks under the waist lock, standing switch. And they're just going counter after counter in the corners here. What a match between these two. And Beth gonna drive that kneecap right into the temple and facial forehead of Vanessa there. And Bethany's back to the working on that leg. And Beth, what she's got in mind here is she's going to duck outside. Going to take a step outside, but Beth is going to catch her. Hits the twisting vertical suplex. She baited her in by her going outside, and Beth says, enough of this shit. Tear apart the announce table that just got fixed. Beth goes for a clothesline, but a punch in the face, but nobody home. Beth goes to the headlock. And Beth is going to dump Vanessa on top. This can't be good. And what the hell is our camera guys doing? And Beth. Oh dear God, what the fuck is that? Immorized pile driver? Right through the announce table? Jesus Christ. Beth just pretty much just dropped Vanessa on her fucking neck. And the crowd fucking loves it. That ain't right. Vanessa looks like she might be dead. Wraps up to a 9 count. Vanessa has not moved. Finally, Vanessa gets back up, but it's too late. The ref already called her out once. Beth immediately jumps right on her. Beth goes to the wrist lock. Goes to the palm-handled gut buster. Vanessa, they lock up in the center. And Beth's going to win this one. Beth's going to throw Vanessa into the corner. Big clothesline. Vanessa's going to sidestep it. Going to put Beth in the headlock, followed by an elbow to the face. Vanessa goes to the wrist lock. Beth. And a big shoulder thrust repeatedly. Dropping Beth once again. And then follows up with her thigh right into the face of Beth. And Vanessa going to try and go over the cover. But Vanessa goes to the headlock. And beautiful hip vertical toss there. She hooked the neck. Beth pops back up like it's nothing. And setting up, hits another twisting vertical suplex. Bethany goes for the cover. Vanessa's going to kick out. Big right hand. He's going to drop her on her head once again. Jesus. Beth lands it. Whatever the hell she wants to call that. Lands it once again. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Vanessa defeated by the newcomer, Beth Myers. What a match between these two ladies. Jesus Christ. Bethany leaving Vanessa in a pile of trash right now. Beth earns this victory. What a match. And Bethany raises a crown and looks like Vanessa gets out of dodge right quick. And I would say her plans backfired pretty badly. And who the fuck's this now? Oh! It's Mr. Henderson. Jeff Henderson has arrived, and being informed he's got something he wants to say. And yes, Jeff is on his way down to the ring right now. And Jeff, he is at ringside right now, and he's asking for a microphone, and we'll hear from him right on the other side of this break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.